Hey everybody, this is Saints Fan Reactions, and this is just a video to give you a little inside info on myself. I don't think I ever did one of these videos. I didn't realize you guys probably have no clue who I am or what my deal is or why I'm even doing this. So there's a little video just to give you like a little inside info on myself. Gonna be a quick one, maybe 5 minutes, just a couple things. I am a lifelong fan of movies, television, anything visual media wise. I'm not really a big reader. I don't really listen to a lot of, well, that's a lie. You've seen my sing-alongs. I don't listen to a lot of newer music. If you notice my playlist, it's old Weird Al, 80s sitcoms. I'm a huge fan. I'm a child of the 80s, so 80s, 90s music, I know it all. But once you get into modern stuff, I know the songs on the radio and stuff like that. Most likely won't do sing-alongs. I probably could sing some of them, but unimportant. Mainly movies are my passion. Not even up until TV got good. I didn't really care about TV. I would watch shows like Quantum Leap and Lost, two of my favorite of all time. But for the most part, I really didn't focus too much on television. I was always a movie guy. I've said in several of my reactions in the past, if I had to guess, I've probably seen tens of thousands of different movies. Some movies I've seen hundreds of times. That might sound unrealistic, but I'm not exaggerating. For instance, reason we got Rocky 4 over here is one of the questions people ask me all the time is, what is my favorite movie of all time? Now, I'm not saying Rocky 4 is my favorite movie of all time. When I think of top 10 lists and stuff like that, I understand what makes a good movie. I understand there are epic cinematic masterpieces. Most people shouldn't judge their top 10 movies based on what looked the best or what made the most money. I always view the top 10, unless you're making a list about that, then that's different. If you're telling me, give me the top 10 movies that changed the history of film or that are cinematically beautiful or something like that, different list. Top 10 heartfelt, like if I could only watch one movie in the world, what would it be? It wouldn't be Rocky 4 either. Only reason I put that there is because I have seen this movie, I am not kidding you, maybe 500 or 600 times in my life. Granted, it's the shortest of the Rocky movies. It's only an hour and like 20 minutes, and most of it is montages. Now that is where it comes into play. It is so loaded with montages that I used it as my workout routine for like 4 years back when I used to bodybuild. I literally used that routine every day. I would work out 5-6 days a week, designed my workout and routine around Rocky 4. It was in the gym with me. It wasn't like I listened to it. I actually watched Rocky 4 and had like all the different exercises, the sets, the repetitions, and everything was timed and spaced between the dialogue and the montages of Rocky 4. So that right there would have to be in my top 10 on a personal level. If I worked out 5 times a week for 3 years, and that was my routine video for that 3 years, you're talking maybe upwards of 500 to 1,000 times. And that's not even counting the times I've just watched it because I think it's a cheesy Rocky movie, but the music and everything about it, a man's man, it's your typical 80s action flick. It just makes you feel good on all the right levels, but it's over the top and it's full of cheese and everything else. I agree. That was just up there because it has a special place in my heart, and that would probably go on my personal top 10 above all the other Rockies as well. It had a huge impact. As far as an actual top 10 list, I'll probably do that at some point, but it's going to be rough. I've seen so much stuff. But anyway, my deal is I've been watching movies forever. Then I started getting into television. Started seeing people doing reaction videos like American Mom, who I have a huge thank you to. Nikki and Steve Reacts, which American Mom actually introduced me to. Guys, I watch several reactors and I find it interesting. I started digging in, trying to figure out how to do it. My cousin helped me a lot with figuring out the programming and the editing. My brother is an animator, so he helped me with like some of the video techniques and like doing the banners and stuff like that. And they're like, dude, you are a funny dude and you never shut up. So why don't you get all that out of your system by just talking to a camera every day? And while you're at it, you can watch The Wire because they always give me shit that I never have watched The Wire before, which I know is in everyone I know's top 10 shows of all time. If you all gave me your top 10 shows of all time, I'm pretty sure if you've seen The Wire, it will be in there. The other 9 shows on everyone's list, I've usually seen. I've seen everything else. I've seen Lost, my all-time favorite. Breaking Bad, Sopranos, Walking Dead, Game of Thrones. Every like pretty mainstream show I've seen at one point or another. I've just avoided The Wire somehow. Like not even intentionally. I just never watched The Wire. That was the whole reason this all started. He who just doesn't shut up and has an endless supply of movie knowledge. I pretty much know every character from something or many movies. I am a bottomless pit of useless. It's great for something like this. People tell me all the time, they're like, dude, you literally know way too much about everything in movies. Point being, for a guy like me who is obsessed with movies, has a wealth of knowledge in all things movie, television, this is probably perfect for me. So that's why I got started. My name is Jay. I am a Saints fan. The reason I didn't do this sooner is because it was one of those things where like, oh, I'm going to do that one day. And I swore to myself I would not watch The Wire until I did this and reacted. The Saints getting robbed of their Super Bowl, it pissed me off. And being as I was in that mood because of the Saints, I was always dressing in Saints clothes because it was football season. It kind of just Saints fan reactions kind of just like became a thing. It was literally all done in a day. I learned how to edit. I decided to videotape. I picked a name. I was wearing what I wore when I decided to do it, and I just filmed it, and it became this. So if you guys have any questions, you want to know anything about me, just comment below. Let me know. Ask me. I don't care. I'm basically an open book. I'm not a shy person, as you can see from my sing-alongs. There's nothing really I hide or afraid to talk about. So you guys have any questions, write them below. Like, subscribe, and I hope you watch the channel. Thanks a lot, guys. Peace.